Well, since some 4chan members can't seem to keep their story straight, I will explain to you how the initial Jim Profit ban came about, along with the topic I wanted to actually get off my chest. First off, I was permanently banned before I ban evaded. Yes, I was banned permanently for some stupid shit. I don't even remember what it was. They said something like shit posting. What does that even mean? That's been a meme going around 4chan since forever, and it's just been an excuse because they've run out of excuses. They don't have an excuse. All they know is moderators don't like you and they think they can do whatever they want to. So, I got permanently banned for that, and I'm not going to put up with that. So I posted anyway, because I am not bound by your rules. You don't tell me what to do. So, I posted anyway, and then Steve claims that I evaded my ban, and that it was only a temporary ban. But to my knowledge, it was a permanent ban, because I remember seeing it. In fact, I think I screen capped it, I'm not sure. I'll have to look at my, pictures. So, he permanently bans me, and then he claims that he made it temporary, so he must have switched it out at the last minute. Am I responsible for this schizophrenic fucktard? No. If he cannot even decide for himself how to enforce his rules and has to make it up as he goes along, he's in no position to be telling anybody to do anything. He clearly is not fit to run a forum if he can't even figure out what should be punished for what and etc. So I'm not going to listen to a word he says, and you shouldn't either. And then everyone gets bent out of shape because, obviously I was wrongfully banned. But then there's this big drama about how, Steve led me into a trap to break the rules and crap like that. No. The fact is, he's a piece of shit that just wanted any excuse in the world to ban me. And then he makes up this lie to make it out like, to make me look bad, like, oh, it was just a 5-minute ban to teach him a lesson. But no, you don't have the right to ban me. Get that through your head, Steve, before it costs you your life. And then I post anyway because I'm a free human being and I'm going to do what I want to do. And you're missing the point that it isn't about how Steve led me into a trap to incriminate me. He wouldn't need to do that anyway. He feels entitled to doing whatever the fuck he wants to me or to anybody else. He's a rapist. He's a terrorist. He doesn't need to construe these, magnificent webs of deceit. He feels that as the moderator, he can do whatever the fuck he wants to. So we need to start doing whatever the fuck we want to. Maybe we should take it out on his family and dog and see how he likes being moderated. He's a putrid garbage that needs to be burned alive. And I'm sick of making excuses for him, and I'm sick of people, acting like that we have to abide by rules. Do you know what rules mean? Rules apply to everybody equally. If I have to follow a rule, you have to follow a rule. Steve has to follow the rule. Every single person has to follow the rule. That's how rules work. Rules don't apply to some of the people some of the time. They apply to all of the people all of the time equally. When there is inequality and injustice, there is chaos. And when there is chaos, there is a duty, a moral duty to reject rules. Because those rules have stopped working. And this idea that somehow we have to abide by these rules, or somehow we're not able to post at the forum, fuck you, I'll post at the forum anyway. And I'll wipe my ass with your rules enforcement because you are unfit to live. Therefore, you are unfit to dictate me. And that comes down to the gist of it. They are incapable of enforcing the rules equally. They don't enforce the rules equally amongst the trip names. They don't enforce the rules equally amongst anonymous members. And they sure as hell are not going to enforce the rules equally amongst each other. Amongst the other moderators. If you can't post something, why should a moderator be able to post something? Why should anybody be able to post something? You think he'd be able to get away with that in the real world? Do you think a cop could run a cockfighting and grow cocaine and fucking have sex with a hooker and, steal somebody's car and get away with it. No. He might enforce the rules, but he is not above the rules. He does not make the rules up as he goes along. The rules apply to him as much as to anybody else. And that is something that moderators don't comprehend. Just because they own the forum. Ownership does not entitle you to breaking the rules. Ownership does not entitle you to controlled chaos. It does not entitle you to being better than other people. So get that through your head. You are breaking your own laws, and by doing so, you negate them. You have given them no legitimacy, and nobody should listen to a word you say. Everyone should tell you to fuck off and hack into your computer and destroy your life. That is what people should do to you. Because you are incapable of basic human interaction if you think that you're going to set these guidelines and then twist and turn it to benefit you and your little house nigger squadron and then tell everybody else to have to adhere to these ridiculous standards. What the fuck do you want out of my life anyway? What do you expect me to do? I post relatively on topic. I try to make intelligent, quips. I try to make intelligent posts that are interesting to view because that means something to me. I take pride in my work. So, what else do you want out of my life? It's a fucking forum. Do you expect me to do a magic show for you? It's just impossible to try to impress somebody that thinks they can ban me just because they own something. You are a fucking immature asshole. If no matter what the consequence, no matter what we're talking about, you think you can do something because it's mine. It's mine. It's mine. You're a fucking child. Children don't get to make the rules. Children certainly don't get to enforce the rules. Children need to be smacked upside their head. Like you, Steve. You need to be smacked and never stop. Just because your mother was a fucking crack whore and didn't raise you right is no excuse to act the way you do. You were raised by wolves. You had no fucking parents and they were probably too busy shooting up heroin and fucking screwing each other people in their crack houses or whatever to fucking raise you, and this is why you're the abortion you are today. And I'm fucking sick of it. I'm sick of acting like you're a human being. I'm sick of acting like you're my equal. I'm not better than you because I own something. I'm better than you because I have dignity, I have principles, and I have rationality. And I'm sick of trying to reason with you. I'm not going to reason with you. I am telling you. I will post at your forum whenever I want to. You might try to stop me. You will certainly use yourself and your moderator cronies to censor me at every single turn, but I will post at your forum if I so choose to. And you will never be able to stop me if I really want to do it. So you can just go ahead and fuck yourself. Go buy yourself a gun with that $300 you got from stupid assholes willing to give you their money so they can get banned. And go buy yourself a gun and fucking kill yourself. Just put a fucking bullet in your head and do the whole world a favor. You are useless. You are utterly useless, and we all would be a lot happier if you just died. Because there is no reason for a guy like you to exist in this world. Why? So you can just tell somebody else what to do? So you can act like you're better than somebody else simply because you know how to run a goddamn image board? A sorry-ass image board full of white supremacists and 4chan rejects. Ooh, you have so much responsibility. You have so much stress having to worry about how you're going to keep a stable environment for fucking neo-Nazis and trolls. Oh, you have to have constant surveillance and 24-hour guard duty of all these moderators editing posts and deleting shit because where would we be without you? Oh, we can't deal with the bronies and the porn spam, but we can deal with the fucking Ku Klux Klan, the Storm, whatever they call it, Stormfront, and the other fucking racist weirdos and psychopaths. You know, it's fucking stupid. I'm not going to put up with it. I'm not going to tell you what I can. I'm not going to Well, I'm not going to tell you what you can and can't say, and I'm not going to let you tell me what I can and can't say. I will post whatever the fuck I want to post. Because if you're going to let white supremacists and freaking bronies or whatever post on your forum, I'm going to post at your forum. Because you cannot tell me that I am worse than them. That is not your fucking place, Steve. So you need to back the fuck off while you still have hands. Because I would be more than willing to chop them off. So, that's what I wanted to get across to you guys here. That rules apply to everybody. When they don't apply to everybody, they're not rules. They're bullying. They're intimidation. They're thuggery. But they're no longer rules. So, in fact, maybe we shouldn't even use the word rules. Because rules imply rulership. I am saying that there is only laws. There is only principles that are to apply to everyone everywhere. And when people stop abiding by those principles and start commanding other people, they have no longer become legitimate. It is one thing to say that principles should be adhered to, but then you should make everyone adhere to it. Not who you don't like, not who, you think is doing it worse than somebody else. It is your duty, if you have said principles, to make sure that everybody that isn't following those principles gets equally punished, and that those that are following them are rewarded. That is the idea of principles. And that's why I have a lot of respect for Westboro Baptist Church. Because despite what you all might think about them, they hate gay people. They make that obvious. But at least they know what they hate. Not like you fucking bigoted redneck assholes. You hate black people, you hate Jewish people, you hate Spanish people, you hate all the people. And you hate them some of the times, but not all of the time. Sometimes you just hate them because of their culture. You don't like the Negro rap culture. But then it's not okay to have interracial relationships with black people. But, and it's all this bullshit. It's a clusterfuck and you know it. You have no real principles. You have no real ethics. All you have is this idea that you can impose your will upon other people. And that is not what being a human being is all about. That is what being an animal is about. And you know what? Animals get fucking shot by people. So you think about that one for a moment. And I guess that's all I have to say.